Hello, this is David Dean, and we are in the first event store they have with the new update. I definitely want to get in here and show you what they have. I am going to end up getting the copper quad launcher. Now we finally got the new graphic that it's supposed to be. And I will be leveling it up, and then I'm going to do a separate video showing gameplay of that where I'm going to solo Twine Peak Storm Shield Defense number 2, and I will be showing this off in that Storm Shield Defense. But I did want to get into the store because we got a lot of changes. And one thing, if you have done the new perk reroll system, it can be really good. You switch over your weapon. Sometimes it's a little bit weaker, sometimes it's a little more powerful, but then you can level up each of the perks and make it definitely a much more powerful weapon. The thing is, the items you need to do that, the RE-Perks, the perk ups, these things are difficult to get in the game. It is definitely going to be an unbelievable grind. So one way Epic has kind of got around that is by adding them into the store. And I know I'm going to end up having to get as much as I can of the RE-Perks. And on that, also, I'm going to talk at the end of this video about some of the things I've learned about getting these faster in the game and what I think is the fastest way. But right now, I want to focus on the quad launcher. Let's go ahead and grab that 1,680 gold. So we can get that, and it's an explosive weapon military. Shoots rockets that explode into a pool of fire for a short duration, damaging and stunning enemies inside. Launches up to 4 rockets before needing to reload. Does not consume ammo, but has low durability. The reason I wanted this one so bad was because of the pool of fire. I love doing choke points in my trap tunnels, getting everything into one spot. And if I can shoot a pool of fire down there that also does stunning, that is a great thing. Basically, it's very much to me like the grenades with the perks where they have lingering damage doing to them and also having a stun effect. But let's go ahead and buy that, and we will head back and check that out in our armory. And let's see what we got for perks. We have fire. It is still green, so it is at the common level with plus 5 damage, durability, reload speed, more damage, damage to afflicted targets, and causes affliction. And actually, I want to see, is it letting me? No, it's not. Let's get back in there under weapons. Let's find it. Very easy to find with this new look. I actually do enjoy it. And let's see, upgrade and inspect. So let's go ahead and go to upgrade, modify perks, and just for seeing, yeah, can't change anything. And that is another thing I wanted to bring up. Most weapons you cannot upgrade, or most weapons like this that you buy in the store that are event specific, you're not going to have a selection of different perks that you can take to change this one out and replace it with like you can with your other weapons. But I have found one exception to this, and there's probably more of them out there. It is the HACKsaw, and we will be looking at that next. But yeah, we got durability, reload speed, damage, damage to afflicted targets, and then the fire damage. And let's see, I could definitely upload. Is it worth it? And get more fire damage, more durability. Right now, I'm not going to do it just because I want to show you something else on this. When you do upgrade this, a normal upgrade, just leveling up the weapon. Let's get up to the first next star. So we'll just click through this quick. And now we get up to increasing it. But now these are evidently increasing just from the evolution. So let's see, did it or not? 514, let's keep going with it. And I want to level it up regardless. But now we're seeing that perk. So those perks are all available now. And let's see. 15th. Alright, so we got all our perks available on this weapon now. I was waiting to see if because this is the first time I've increased a weapon with this new system, to see if these would change at all. And not looking like it. But we can go ahead and take this up a little bit further. Because, yeah, this is going to be a great weapon. I want to have some fun with it. Get out there and really test it out. And since I am doing a Twine Peak Storm Shield defense, we might as well get it up there. The only thing also I wanted to show you, sometimes it has it where you have the choice between, at 4-star, whether to make it Shadow Shard or Obsidian. This one, we're not getting that choice. This one's Obsidian, and we're going to evolve that. And we're going to take it up to energy level 106. And then we shall be done with it right now on this one. And then I wanted to head back and show you on this, the HACKsaw. This was a weapon. It's no longer available in the store. I'm sad to say. I did check on that. But if you got the HACKsaw, there's a lot of discussion on it, where some people were putting up this is the most OP weapon out there. Other people like myself said, nah, it's not all that great. And I think after some discussion back and forth, people decided that it was overpowered when using against regular Husk at low level, but when you went to the higher level zones and you had elemental Husk coming in, suddenly this thing really tapered off because it did not have any type of energy or elemental damage on it. And since it had static perks, people thought that that's the way it was going to stay. But if you go in here and go upgrade, modify perks, when you switch it over, you get a free slot. Now everything else is on there. 14 fire rate, 38 magazine size, 30 damage to slowed, and let's see, 50 reload speed. And then the increase in damage drops down here to basically a 6th perk, leaving you a free slot here. And when you convert it, that free slot, now you can put energy on it. So now suddenly this becomes a much better weapon in the game. So now, so before people were saying later on in the game this wasn't such a great weapon, but now the HACKsaw to me comes a much better weapon, and something I would enjoy for taking out the smashers, and mainly if you got a character like Bullet Storm Jonesy, who specializes in doing a bunch of damage rapid fire. Now this is a much better weapon, so you can add that on there. I wanted to get that news out there. And let's see, back on this, back out to the store. Just talk a little bit more about what's in the store. Flux has suddenly become much popular, just like all the other items they've added on. Flux now, not only can it be used to increase your rare weapons or traps to epic ones and epic ones to legendary ones, just like heroes can be, now you can do it with your weapons and traps. So yeah, gonna be buying me a bunch of Flux. Fortunately, gold, they got more gold in here because you also have now more mini llamas from doing Storm Shield defenses. So if you're doing Storm Shield defenses with friends, you'll get a bunch more mini llamas, which results in a bunch more gold, and I'll be showing that with my Twine Peak video, which means you can come to the store and buy a lot more of this. And just going through what's in here, Copper Skewer, we do have a ninja now that specializes in spear, and there's probably, I'm not going to use my Flux to be leveling this up unless I got some insane perks on it already. But heading down here, not too worried about Defender Riflemen. Definitely want Survivors. If you have not filled in your Survivor squads with legendaries and you still have places like I do, almost all of them are epic, I'm definitely going to be grabbing those. And what else we got in here besides the regular? Tank Penny. Tank Penny actually can be a fun, weird character to play. Most people don't but it takes what is normal for most other games where you always have a tank character that has heavy defense and does a lot of damage, in this case with hardware weapons. And she's fun, but I can't really say I recommend her except for something to play a little bit different. And plus, you got to level her up with Flux anyway, but you're going to be using your Flux for your weapons probably now. Pathfinder Jess is great, but once again, she is uncommon, which way too low. You'd be better off waiting and get it when it comes out as higher level. The Slugger, I got some great bats, great perks, just awesome, but there's nobody who specializes in clubs, so there's really no reason ever to be purchasing the bat, unless you got way too much gold coins and just want to recycle it as a schematic. The freeze traps are awesome traps. Anything walking across it gets frozen in place. And then the other damage traps around it, or your weapon that is firing at the target while it's frozen, takes more damage. Unfortunately, with the freeze trap, that is dependent on what elemental type it is. If it is a, let's see, water versus fire, so fire elementals will take much more damage, water will take average, and then nature will take very little damage. So, if any at all. I gotta go back and recheck that. But yeah, so freeze trap, it is a situational trap. I do love it. I just don't have enough schematics to level up situational traps right now. I need a trap that basically works equally on everything. And over here, what really, from my limited experience so far, you're gonna need a ton of these RE-Perks. And get them any way you can here in the store. And then these are just for leveling up, as you saw on the quad launcher. Some of them were currently, the perks were green, colored green. They're uncommon. If you want to get them up to rare, you're going to need purchasing these. So just take it kind of slow. I would definitely recommend, if you got multiple weapons you love, only switch over one weapon and try to upgrade that one. Figure out the system before you try to upgrade a bunch of other ones. And get one weapon really focused on the new perk system and max that thing out and see how you like it. And then just heading down here, Hero Sergeant Jonesy. He's I would say, average hero, maybe slightly above average. But there is much better soldiers out there, I believe, to play, like the Urban Assault. So, and then down here, defenders, as I brought up before, I like the sniper defenders. If I'm ever going to use a defender, I would go with that. Cozy Campfire is nice, but not really needed. And all these has been in here before, and I've done a video on Raven. So let's go ahead. And I told you I was going to give you hints on how to get more of the RE-Perk. Basically, right now, and they'll probably be updating it as we go. For the RE-Perks, it seems like the best way to get it, actually Quest is how to show it off. And I'm probably going to do a video going through all of this in detail, but I wanted to get this out there as fast as possible. It seems like the fastest way to get RE-Perk is by killing 50 mist monsters. And then you get 100 of them. And for me, the fastest way to get 50 mist monsters is to go into, this might be a little bit too low level mission, maybe go into Plankerton, find a, here we go, we got a bunch of them, a encampment mission, and head in there, and if you can, solo it. And once you complete the first 5 encampments, you have completed the quest, and you'll usually have a bunch of time left. So you go over to the 6th encampment and you just keep resetting it off. You never completely finish it, and you just keep taking out all of the mist monsters. Once the mist monsters are all taken out, then you run back until it no longer detects you. The encampment resets. You run up and restart it again, and hopefully you can rake in a ton of mist monsters that way. So for right now, that is what I have on that. And I am going to go ahead, I am going to upload this, and then I will be doing Twine Peaks Storm Shield Defense 2 solo with the new quad launcher. So take care. Have a great day.